I remember a time before the Cascade dried up. Here in Vertistello, the 4 nations of plant and bug people flourished and thrived. But the great waterfall that fed the land slowed to a trickle, revealing a vast salt sea and unknown islands. The only guide were the words of the 13 dried carvings. The water will slow to fall, but the tides are turning. Find the infinite lake to replenish the world and discover the salmon who will grant you a wish of whatever you desire. This marks the beginning of the tide, as many green folk hauled onto ships to find the infinite lake and maybe riches, adventure, excitement, and purpose along the way. And what exactly is a salmon? Is that a berry? That was 50 years ago, and the tide rushes forward ever still. There are many stories caught on the wind between sails, but why don't we hear just one? Of a butterfly gunman with clipped wings, a ripened and explosive piece of produce, and a witch made out of tea. This is Join the Party, Camp-Paign 3, The Rising Tide.
I'll sing you a song that all green folk know.
Until the water falls home.
That only began 50 years ago.
Until the water falls home.
We seek the deep lake and a wish-granting salmon.
Until the water falls home.
So hoist up the sails and load up the cannons.
Until the water falls home.
A rush on the tide, sail through the Cascade, an adventure ships, a ceaseless parade. I dream of roots buried in the deep long, but we can't well sleep till the water falls home.
Last time on Join the Party.
The crew pushes into Lake Encounter, a museum on a decommissioned aircraft carrier devoted to the visage of what some people really think the salmon looks like. It also has an engine room, because it's an aircraft carrier, which can be scavenged or hacked, which they will need to go as fast as possible to beat the Rotten Key back to Compo's facility. The weird thing is, on the schematics that Umbi stole from the admin office, it looks kinda strange. There's some big hands for truss falls instead of a steering wheel, but they'll have to figure that out. Unfortunately, the crew can't figure it out that easily because Piney stands in their way. Remember, Umbi's Nat 1, it's gonna bite him back. But it's not just Piney and their magical construction powers that's standing in their way. It's also the horrible webbed salmon, a magically juiced up version of some googly-eyed flotsam and Tessie the Storm's electrified webs. Lightning, seaweed, and coffins, oh my! The fight continues! Let's get the party started. Well, Cammy, you haven't had the same opportunity as everyone else, and while the webbed salmon takes its time, I'm going to show you my real power. Piney takes their hands and presses them together and points towards Cammy and shoots a lightning bolt right at Cammy's face.
Counterspell.
What? No! What level what counterspell do I have to do it on?
I'll just do 3rd level because I don't have to roll that high.
That's a 3rd level spell.
Okay, so it automatically succeeds.
Hey.
Yeah, Piney's spiteful. Piney's going to try to counterspell your counterspell.
Go for it.
Great.
I think he automatically does.
Yeah, it's at a 3rd level?
Yeah.
Okay. So once again, Piney shoots the lightning bolt at Cammy. What does your counterspell look like?
I imagine it's like the golden hour steam wrapping around the spell and then trying to like choke it out.
And then Piney focuses once again, and on the lightning bolt, their pine needles follows through and like banishes the golden hour away. And I'm gonna need you to make a
Dexterity check.
Dexterity check, please.
What do I have to beat?
I
didn't beat it, so it's fine.
I need you to beat a 17.
I rolled an 11.
Okay. All right, 29 points of lightning damage, please.
Okay, cool. Got it.
If you've ever seen a video of like a tree struck by lightning, it's like all of a sudden it's just like smoke and just goes up. So I think Cammy, you're just like ash.
Okay. Annoying.
Umbi is just like watching these 2 giant titans of magic battle. And it's like, whoa, fucking cool, guys.
You know, the thing that always bothered me about you, Cammy, is that you just got your powers. You were, as a child, you just stumble into the woods, and I don't know, some fairy or some witch or some goblin living out in the far.
It was a witch. It was a witch. You don't have to struggle so hard.
Oh, it was okay, a witch. So you as a child, you're just clomping through the woods, and then the witch says, "Oh, you look delicious, but instead I'm going to make you one of my own, and I won't eat you." And then
No,
you just
she mostly
get
yelled
it.
at me.
And then you just get it. But some of us work for what we have. I've studied, I've read more books than you'd think exist in this entire world.
Sounds like a skill issue.
I've read more than you've ever spoken, and yet here we are, matched. Here we are, and everyone thinks that we're a matched fight, but we're not. You're gonna see what hard work and defending the ones that you love actually look like.
You know what my magic comes from?
What? Where, Cammy?
Trauma.
Boring.
And you'll never learn any of the spells that are related to trauma.
Sorry, I must have missed the trauma section of the library. I skipped over
they
that
don't write
one.
about that.
Cammy, it's your turn.
I'm going to hold my turn until the quote-unquote salmon reappears.
Yeah, the web salmon reappears, absolutely. Umbi, it's your turn, 13.
So I can't track this thing magically, correct? I can't see where it is.
You can't see where it is, but now that there's a spell floating around with it, maybe you'd be able to do it if you could justify doing it.
How big of an area are we talking about?
Pretty large. You're kind of in the storage area of an aircraft carrier.
Okay.
It's covering quite a lot of ground.
And it's just basically like a metal floor.
Yeah.
Okay, I think first thing I want to do is send Bartlett over to the little girl just to annoy her. And be like, Bartlett, get her out of here. Annoy her out of the way. I don't want her to get hurt. So he's just going to fly over and, do little pecks until she runs away.
No! I want to watch what happens. It's really cool. I never get to learn this when I'm homeschooled.
And then I'm going to throw an...
And Cammy yells, "Watching violence corrupts the mind, according to the past."
And then I'm going to throw an oil of slipperiness potion, a.k.a. a banana peel potion,
Hooray.
At Piney's feet.
Cool.
And hopefully Piney slips, but also hopefully a monster will... It's a 10-foot radius, 10-foot square, sorry. So at some point, maybe the monster will slip on it,
Can slippery things slip on things?
Damn, Julia.
Yeah, it's that slippery.
It's like wearing 2 condoms. It's worse.
You can throw the slippery oil at Piney.
Piney's standing on the ground at this point, right?
Yeah.
So you have to make a dexterity saving throw or fall prone.
Cool. Oh, more tricks, Umbi? You can't... Why don't you just blow me up? That would be fun. Just blow me up. Throw a bunch of bombs at my face and explode everything.
What do you want?
Isn't that your move? Just blowing everything up without any discrimination of where you are or who's around or where the building is?
We saved your life, man.
Yeah, to be fair, we did save your life.
You're forgetting
last time that
something
happened.
very important here.
And when I kill all of you, then I won't have that life debt anymore and then I can stop thinking about it.
That's kind of the opposite of what you're supposed to do with a life death.
Yeah. Does Tessie know you're here coming after us? Because I bet she's pretty grateful we saved your life, huh? Kiss, kiss.
We talked about it.
Kiss, kiss.
To be fair, it was just Troy and Cammy saved your life. I wanted to kill you.
Homie, don't say that part.
No, fuck that tree. So you do have to roll a dexterity saving throw right now.
Oh, to fall over?
Yeah. So you have to hit my bomb save, which is an 18.
Yeah, that's a 6.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Pretty good.
And so as Piney is screaming all this shit at us, they slip and fall prone.
Yeah.
Hey.
A comedy of errors.
Hell yeah.
It's so basic. Piney's yelling at you and then accidentally takes one step forward and falls over.
Yeah.
And then Umbi just giggles.
It's all tricks. It's all tricks with you. No one's taking anything seriously. It's the end of the world.
You fell on your
It's
butt.
the end of the world and no one's taking it seriously. That's why I'm taking the keys from you. Troy, it's your turn.
Troy's going to knock back the second of the 3 terminal velocity arrows and try to hit Piney.
All right. Well, now that Piney is on the ground, you have disadvantage making ranged attack rolls.
That's a silly prone rule. I just want to say that.
Yeah, I didn't realize that.
When you're on your butt, it's harder to shoot you from far away. I don't know what
Smaller
to tell you.
target, man. I'm always telling you. All right.
So you're still going to do it?
I'm still going to do it. I'm still going to shoot him from far range. Well, the first roll was a 16, but the second one, okay, is an 11. That's a 18 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Nice.
Hell
All right,
yeah,
so
dude.
you're using the terminal velocity arrows?
I sure am.
All right, keep going.
You know what the rules don't say about prone, though? You still do look silly when you slip.
It's true.
So,
Nice. So, you want me to roll damage on the first shot?
No. So with the terminal velocity arrows, after any successful attack roll, you can continue to roll. For every continuous hit, add a multiplier. So you will multiply your damage depending on how many hits you do in a row.
Okay. Hell yeah. All right.
That's
Well,
awesome.
that was 1. Nope, that's only a 10. So after 1 unsuccessful 1, it stops?
Yeah.
All right, well, that's only a 10 to hit, so it has only bounced 1 time, unfortunately.
All right, that's 1. That one is gone. You do not have that one anymore.
Okay, so you roll my damage. Cool, that's a 9 points of damage.
All right, 9 points of damage to Piney. I'll take it.
That was my first attack, so I can do a second one.
Sure, go ahead.
Go for it.
Ooh.
Let's do a regular arrow this time. Okay, that's a 13 to hit.
That hits.
Oh, nice.
Regular damage, baby. Well, it's only 3, so 12 points of damage total.
All right, pretty good.
All right, that's 12. I'll take it.
Hey, 12 is better than 11. That's what I always say.
Thank you, Brandon.
Statistically, yes.
Great.
Statistically.
All right, we are back to the bottom of the initiative, and now the webbed salmon is going to emerge. Once again, please pick a number between 1 and 9.
We can pick a new one.
Yeah, you can pick a new one.
2.
Brandon, that is not how statistics work, unfortunately, but you can pick a new one.
Well, that's a good point. So maybe I should stick with 9 then.
I'm going to do 4.
4.
I'm going to do 5.
All right.
9, because stats matter.
That's another 4?
Oh, no.
Come on. It's very unlikely that would happen twice in a row.
That's not how stats work,
That's
unfortunately.
not how stats work. It's the same thing every time.
That one is 40-10 damage.
Oh my god.
20 points of damage as the webbed salmon emerges, enveloping you in its weird sea foam and seaweed and spider silk and electricity.
Well, Eric, here's the thing, and you could tell me whether or not this works in the timeline of what we established. I did hold my turn to wait until this thing appears.
Absolutely.
Can my action go before it envelops Troy? Or
I mean, yeah, you did. Yes, you did hold it. Yeah, what is it?
I would like this thing to make a charisma saving throw.
Oh. I mean, these googly eyes are pretty charismatic, Julia.
This thing looks nasty. I think it's a -2.
An 11?
Okay, so my body becomes immaterial and my spirit dives into a large or smaller creature that I can see within 10 feet of me in an attempt to possess it.
What?
On a failed
shit.
save, you disappear and the target becomes incapacitated and possessed. You gain control of its body, but don't deprive the target of its awareness. While possessing the creature, you can't be targeted by any attack, spell, or other effect. You maintain your intelligence, wisdom, and charisma ability scores and your alignment, but otherwise use the creature's statistics.
Fuck yeah,
So
man.
you're possessing the webbed salmon?
Yeah.
Oh my
Hell
god.
yeah,
All
dude.
right. So yeah, it emerges, it bursts forth and swirls around Troy. And at that moment, Cammy puts her spirit into the creature. And Troy, you once again make eye contact with the creature. And the googly eyes have look a little more friendly than they did before.
Cammy?
Oh, this thing doesn't have a mouth.
I was like, I don't know if this thing speaks.
Can you just make some noise like?
I don't wings, glorp, 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 glorp.
Does that become my turn now?
God, I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, it's its turn. It's the creature's turn. Do I make another save?
No, you can't make a save.
What? I'm done?
Possession lasts for an hour or until the body drops to 0 hit points, or you're forced out by a spell or other magical effect that ends possession.
Hell yeah.
Is this, Jesus Christ, is this like a 6-level spell or
This
something?
is my grand hex. One of my grand hexes. And I've been holding on to it for a while. Now seems appropriate.
Fuck
Fair.
yeah, man.
Okay, I'll just let you take its spot in initiative.
Okay.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
So now it is Cammy as the webbed salmon. It is now you now have the initiative 20.
Great. I'm going to attack Piney.
Yay! Eat shit, eat shit, eat shit.
Oh my god. Okay. Cool.
Do you want to send me its abilities and attacks?
Yeah.
Cool.
So yeah, you get +6 to hit.
Excellent.
Great.
I'm going to do that. How many
All right.
attacks does it have? Just one?
Yes, it just has one.
Okay. 12 plus 6, 18.
That's gonna do it. All right.
Yeah.
And Cammy, please roll 4d6.
4d6.
What kind of attack is this? It's just like a muck slap or something?
I've combined the giant constrictor snake with the deep spider.
Oh, shit.
So it's just kind of, and then of course I'm giving it the ability to move through any spot at any time.
Yeah.
So it's just a lot of things shoved together at the same time.
Fuck yeah.
14?
14 points of electricity damage as Piney gets hoisted on their own petard.
Hell yeah. do I also then get the ability to go and hide again?
Yeah, and then you definitely get to hide again.
Great. I
That's
do that.
awesome.
I didn't know you could. I didn't know you could do that.
I can't speak.
Cammy can't say anything. Cammy wiggles.
Cammy can do lots of stuff other people can't do. You'd know that if you were a friend.
The memory of Cammy from earlier goes, it's the trauma.
This is some of her trauma magics. All right. Well, now it is Piney's turn, and Piney is going to do something a little bit different.
They're a little bit different than the other pine trees.
Yeah, Piney is going to reach out their hand and pull back the boards that are holding that hole in the ship. You remember the nobody's perfect sign?
Yes.
Please excuse our mess. Piney rips the boards up, and seawater starts flooding the entire space. And Piney is going to take those boards and construct a little raft for themselves to stand on. And slowly, as seawater gushes in, the little raft they're standing on floats upwards. Umbi and Troy, the seawater is coming fast and furious and is very, very quickly at your knees.
Hey, fuck you!
Somehow I didn't think being a pirate would involve so much near drowning.
That's why everyone knows you as stupid, Troy!
That's rude
Ouch.
and mean and not true.
You know what's rude and mean? Exploding someone's building, Umbi! But I won't have to worry about that because you're just gonna drown.
Umbi, you're right. I should not have saved their life. You were right. I was wrong.
You know, better late than never. Thank you, Troy.
All right, that used to be Cammy's turn. It is now Umbi's turn. Umbi, there is seawater that is very quickly at your knees and going up.
And how big is the hole in the hole? The hole in the hole, Eric? The hole in the hole?
It's a good question.
Those are pronounced differently.
Tell me what you're trying to do, and I'll let you know.
Okay, so what Umbi would like to do is grab some wood, make his way over to the hole in the hole,
Yeah.
and use a sovereign glue potion to glue the wood up and seal off the hole.
Hey.
But sovereign glue can cover a 1 foot square surface.
It is bigger than 1 foot square. In my head, we also flash back as Piney is doing security orientation for Lake Encounter. All right, so Tessie the Storm has given you plenty of latitude for you to do your thing here. I don't understand it, but it's interesting, and I let my partner in life, love, and piracy doing whatever she wants. I am going to have to put some security measures in here. It's just Piney busts a large hole in the ship, and everyone freaks out as water starts streaming in and be like, hold on, and then pulls the boards over and covers it. Like, all you have to do is keep this here forever. But you're into forever, right? You love forever. Yeah, you got it. So it's pretty large. In my head, it's like it was intentionally made to be as a failsafe. So I'd be like, I don't know, 10 feet wide.
10 feet? Eric, that's huge.
It's 5 feet wide.
That's a whole me.
Yeah.
That's still, this thing would be filled with water in 45 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah, D&D rounds are 6 seconds, bruh.
In
Yeah.
one round, it's at our knees.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus Christ. Okay, so then can I not do that, obviously?
The glue won't work now.
Oh. Here's what I'll do. Yeah, I'll just real quick brew up a potion of water breathing. And as you were supposed to on a plane, take your potion of water breathing yourself before you help others.
Nice.
That's not Umbi being selfish.
No.
That's just what planes tell me to do.
That's true.
And you learn so well on planes.
I do. So I'm going to down that, and I can breathe underwater for 1 hour.
Oh.
Nice.
I guess that makes it a lot less scary when a room is filling up with water. When you're like, oh, I can breathe. It's fine.
It does.
I got these gills I brought from home. Cool. Sick. Anything else?
That is it.
Lovely. Troy, it's your turn.
Did Piney stand up, by the way, Eric?
Well, they don't slip on oil anymore because the oil is under some seawater, and they're on a raft now. So
Fair.
I would say yes and also no.
But the water is very slippery. It's
Yeah,
slipping
the
all
water
over
is like,
that
whoa, 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 whoa.
Yeah, I think Treasure's going to keep shooting them. Treasure's going to use a regular arrow and try to shoot Piney once more. All right, 15 to hit.
That hits.
Hell yeah.
Okay. Let's roll that damage. Okay, it's a 7 points of damage.
Okay.
And with our second attack, it's one more again.
Hell yeah. Keep on going.
Once more, 15 to hit.
All right, that
Hell
hits.
And that's 4 points of damage.
That's happening. Can't think of anything else to do, Troy. Just shooting me with your insignificant arrows.
Piney says with an arrow sticking out of their butt.
You really brought a knife to a magic fight.
I pop out and I smack them again.
Yeah, no, Troy's going to ignore that, and that's all for Troy.
All right. I guess we're not doing the lair action anymore. I guess you could
Why
if you want
not?
to. If you want to, that's fine.
Sure, I'll go for the layer action where I only target Piney.
All right.
Yeah, Piney has to pick a number from 1 to
All
9.
right. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna write down a number between 1 and 10.
1 and 9, because 10 succeeds.
No, well, here's the thing. Piney was standing on 10, which I used as the creature hitting all of you. So I'm going to pick a number between 1 and 10, and you can either roll for it or you can see if you matched it.
Okay, I'm going to roll for it. It's a 9.
I picked a 1. Sorry.
That's okay.
Worth a shot.
All right, it is the webbed salmon's turn, which means it's Cammy's turn.
Yay!
So let me tell you, you are outside of the hull of the ship, but you are actually below the ship in the water. Mm-hmm. You can look around there. You also sense a little bit where folks are with your weird googly eyes powers. And
Fair.
also, Piney was also able to like mark areas of the ship to like tell them to search Troy or Umbi or you.
Great.
You also see the big hole that is sucking up quite a lot of seawater around you, and you're also really loving having no skeleton.
Yeah, it's kind of great. It's very
It's just like
freeing.
a bunch of bladders tied together.
All right, Eric, here's what I would like to do.
Sure.
I would like to pop up.
Okay.
I would like to grapple Piney, and I would like to use my movement to pull them into the water.
Nice.
I would like to drown them.
Holy shit.
Oh my god.
In the hole will be fun.
Mm-hmm.
Which the water's rushing in because of pressure.
Yeah.
Waterboard Piney in this.
I'm not waterboarding them. I'm fully drowning them.
That's true. There's no teasing.
So teasy.
I was like, is there a better way? No, let's
It's
go.
not torture. It's just murder.
Cool. All right. Well, I'll use the attack that I found from the Great Constrictor Snake to do the constrict attack.
Hell yeah.
So you get +6 if you hit, and then we'll go from there.
All right, here we go.
+6 to hit.
Cha. 17 plus 6.
That's gonna do it.
23.
I want you to do 2d8 damage for me.
2d8. 7. 3. 10.
10, and then I'm adding 4, so that's 14 damage to Piney.
Hey, that's how much I did last time.
Hey,
Wow.
synchronicity.
All right, and then you're gonna pull them into the water.
Yeah.
I hate that.
Hell yeah.
I think Piney probably hates it more.
Cammy, you were like swimming through the water, and then you burst out of it, swallow Piney up, and then pull them down into like one fell swoop.
Yeah. Like Jason at the end of Friday the 13th.
I hate that. I don't even know what that's like, but I also know it's bad and feels bad.
I don't
in
like
my
it.
heart.
Even not describing it, I don't like it.
I don't like it at all. It is Piney's turn next. What is Piney going to do?
Creature can hold its breath for a number of minutes equal to 1 plus its constitutional modifier, minimum of 30 seconds.
Oh,
I was just reading what it meant to be drowned.
interesting.
Like emotionally?
In D&D, but also emotionally.
I'm also electric. Are my lightning effects going to be more electric in the water?
I was looking up if seawater gets electrified.
I think it does.
It does, yeah.
So I'm going to say probably.
I'm going to even say the salinity makes it more electric.
Isn't it more conductive because there's more bits?
Yeah.
So when you're in the creature, whose stats do you keep?
I keep their strength, dexterity, and constitution, and I keep my intelligence, wisdom, and charisma.
Ah, a classic.
Best of both worlds.
It really is. It's a good... Listen, there's a reason that I get this at level 11, and then a second one at level 13.
I want a grand bomb.
Right?
Get on it, bruh.
Cammy, you pull Piney into the rising sea. Well, once you are enveloped around Piney, they are not thrashing. They are not struggling for water. In fact, they are looking up at you. Your now camified googly eyes are looking right into where Piney's eyes would be. Small little indentations in the carpet of pine needles. And I guess they don't really have to reach out their hand to touch you because you're touching them, which makes it pretty easy to cast banishment.
That's fair.
Holy shit.
Hey, it's Amanda. I just realized, just in this moment, as I sat down to say to myself, what's a nice thing I could say for the midroll? That I have a brownie frozen from Thanksgiving in my freezer. Wow. Welcome to the midroll. There's a caramel pecan topping. Thank you and welcome to our newest paid supporters on Patreon, Yannick, Ali, Evan, Lex, and Oscar. We so appreciate your support. We can only make this show and put all the time and attention we do into it because of your support on Patreon. So if you are already following us for free on Patreon, that's amazing. If you want to upgrade to a paid membership, you can get our bi-weekly party planning podcast, ad-free episodes, early access to new episodes, and of course, membership to the Discord, aka the very best place on the internet. All of that and more at patreon.com/jointhepartypod. So much going on at Multitude these days, but instead of recommending another of our podcasts to you this week, I'm going to let you know a quick little PSA, which is that you can now, after years of asking for this feature, gift Patreon subscriptions. Now, multiple people have done this by emailing us, and we've worked it out to give a friend, a spouse, a partner access to our Patreon as a gift. But now you can just do it. Just go to patreon.com/jointhepartypod/gift or any Patreon account that you follow. You can choose a tier to gift, the length of time. You can do it for months or a full year, and then check out. And the best part is you can give a gift link to your recipient at any time. They sign up for their own account. If they have a Patreon account already, it works with their account. This is everything we have wanted. So if you are trying to consume less stuff, maybe you're on a budget this year, maybe you want to gift experiences over things, you could give somebody a full year of Join the Party access on Discord or ad-free episodes or early access to everything we have coming up for the end of Campaign 3 and whatever comes next. That's at patreon.com/jointhepartypod/gift. We are sponsored this week by Uncommon Goods, where you can spark something uncommon this holiday season with just the right gift from Uncommon Goods. Now, I have a few people in my life that are hard to buy for, people who either they have a defined interest, but I'm worried that my sister-in-law to be already has all the Taylor Swift merch that she could possibly need. And so what do I get her? Uncommon Goods is so helpful for curating incredible, original, often handmade items that you can gift to people now. I got a set of copper plant tags last year from Uncommon Goods that were so me and so perfect and something I've not seen anywhere else. And that's the kind of gift they really specialize in. Every purchase that you make at Uncommon Goods also comes with a $1 donation to a nonprofit partner of your choice. They've donated more than $3 million to date, so it is a real win-win-win. To get 15% off your next gift, go to uncommongoods.com/jointheparty. That's uncommongoods.com/jointheparty for 15% off. Don't miss out on this limited time offer. Uncommon Goods. We're all out of the ordinary. And finally, we are sponsored this week by Aura Frames. Now, my grandma is a tech wizard, okay? She talks to her smart speaker. She texts with emoji all the time. She loves her DVR. And one thing that she doesn't yet have is a smart photo frame where she can get what she really wants, which is to see us, her grandkids, more often. So this year, I'm going to be giving her an Aura digital picture frame pre-made and preloaded with all kinds of incredible photos and videos that I can put in her photo album. It'll be ready to go right out of the box, so she can just take it out of the box and be like, oh my God, look at this. So it's absolutely incredible. And whether you're giving it to someone in person or sending it to them in the mail, you can preload the frame with photos online, which I think is amazing. Now, my grandma especially loves to see what I see. She loves to see my view, my street, what's happening in the neighborhood, like a funny dog I saw on the sidewalk. These are the kinds of jammy photos that I might forget to send her in the course of a given day. But if I just put a photo of a huge pumpkin in the frame, she'll call me and be like, Amanda, that was a huge pumpkin. And I'll be like, I know. I am so excited to do this for her. I think she's going to love it. Save on the perfect gift by visiting auraframes.com to get $35 off Aura's best-selling Carver matte frames by using promo code PARTY at checkout. That's auraframes.com, and the promo code is PARTY. This deal is exclusive to listeners, so get yours now in time for the holidays. And terms and conditions apply. And now, back to the show.
So I'm going to need you to succeed on a charisma saving throw.
Oh.
I'm looking for a 17, my friend.
16 plus 8. Fuck off.
Ooh. So you're only half banished.
There's it's almost like a again, one of Piney's windows opened behind you. And the window is trying to suck you in, but you're able to push yourself around the side.
If this creature had the ability to laugh, Cammy would laugh.
You can see it shuddering playfully.
Yeah, it's got a good chortle going on.
Because we came around to Piney's turn again, the water is rising. It is up to Umbi and Troy's shoulders now.
Cool.
Just so you know. And Cammy doesn't exist anymore, so it's Umbi's turn.
Great. Well, that's no time better than right now, is what I always say. So Umbi makes another potion of water breathing, throws it to Troy.
Nice. Thank you.
Smart.
Want to move anywhere?
Yeah, what's the layout situation here?
I was sort of using the word the back to mean past the exhibit, closer to the back of the ship where I hoped the engine room was. That's where I was moving.
Yes. Umbi, because you read the documents, the engine room is kind of you had to go past Piney to do it.
Okay.
But if you go that way, you can go to the engine room.
Is there a lot, a big old submarine type door between this room and that room?
Yes.
Okay. Then yeah, I'm going to head that way.
Hell yeah.
And when I say head, I mean swim. Like the most beautiful Olympic swimmer you've ever seen in your entire fucking life.
Absolutely.
Because that's right, motherfuckers. You forgot, but Umbi's a fucking Olympic swimmer, baby.
We said he's a diver. He's not good. He's good at jumping in the water, not swimming through the water.
You have to be pretty good at
divers
swimming.
have to be good swimmers.
Because, all right, still, regardless, all green folk are bad in seawater.
Fair.
So you half your movement. You can move over to that side, but you cannot go into the engine room.
That's fair.
Troy, what are you?
Seeing that Cammy has this way under control, Troy is going to chug the potion and then dash as much as he can. In fact, he's going to do a dodge roll and do essentially a forward somersault through the water using a risk die, which means that I ignore difficult terrain and can move through a hostile creature's space. So
Smart.
I can go my up to 15 feet, which is half my movement, but through.
Okay.
It's like a diver's flip. I love it.
Okay, Troy, you can go into the engine room if you'd like, but you would be opening the door to let seawater in.
I think I'm going to wait at the edge of the door, try the handle. Is it unlocked?
It is unlocked, yes.
Okay. And then be like, Umbi, come on. I'll wait at the door frame for you.
Cool.
All right.
Great.
So then Troy will end his turn with a hand on the handle, waiting for Umbi to catch up.
Love it. All right, it is now going back around. I guess you don't want to do your lair action. You're busy right now.
No.
All right,
I'm
we're going
busy.
around to Cammy as the webbed salmon. Cammy, you're drowning Piney.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
Pretty good.
Cool.
You know how occasionally people ask me, how's your bloodlust doing? Pretty good right now.
Pretty good. It's flaked. We'll see how that goes.
Yeah, Cammy will just use the opportunity to do more electricity attacks.
Yay.
I'll let you do so. Yeah, I'll let you shoot some electricity through it.
Yeah.
Just some errant electricity. Why don't you do like? I mean, you're already holding it. Yeah, 4d6. Just give me another 4d6.
Got it. And then a 5. That's 17.
17. Gee.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
All right, Piney's having a bad time.
I would say so.
Understandable. How many rounds do I have to keep them underwater?
Oh, it was a 1 plus your constitution, minimum of 30 seconds.
Yeah, it's minutes though. That's the issue.
Oh.
It's like it takes. Hey, fun fact: it takes a while to drown.
Fair.
Yeah, one plus constitution minutes with a if you have -1 constitution, that means you can stay underwater for 30 seconds.
Got it.
Which is still 5 rounds. That's a lot.
Yeah, it's 5 rounds. It's a while.
Imagine just spending an entire D&D night on like a Friday night at your friend's house with pizza, like still drowning.
I think, yeah, once again, I think Piney's going to, with you pushed up against the sides of the window that they've opened, they're just going to try to shove you through again with another banishment.
Sure.
Again, this is like all of the bravado, all of the I'm going to defeat my enemy, I'm going to show them what's right. All of this goes away when you're drowning, huh?
I rolled a 13 plus 8.
Getting closer. The statistics say the next one you're going to lose.
I don't know.
That's how math works. All right,
don't
that's
think
another
that's how math
banishment.
works.
That's another spell slot for banishment. Gone. Piney is just trying to shove this creature with every ounce of magical ability they have through the window to a demi-plane to nowhere to get Cammy out of their life.
Hey, does that window take some of the water out?
Hey, does that window take some of the water out?
It's some of the water, yeah, I guess, but like, it's like
There's a whole ocean.
a little bit, yeah, it's like against the ocean, you know?
Okay.
With the window open, water does go in through the window into a demi-plane to nowhere. But it only stems the tide a little bit.
Yeah.
All right, so now we're going around. That was Piney's turn. Cammy's body doesn't exist anymore. It is Umbi's turn.
Well, Eric, I would love to take a potion of gaseous form.
Classic.
Hey.
Classic.
A classique.
A classique.
A real Milo Lane.
I know. What is this camping
I
to?
almost said Thatch, and I'm like, that's a different character from a different thing.
So that allows me to gain the effect of gaseous form spell for 1 hour if I until I end the effect as a bonus action. So I'm going to down that. Or I'm going to get as close as I can to the door because it's only 10 feet of movement.
Sure.
Oh, hey, Umbi.
Wonderful. So then I'm going to down the potion and turn into a cloud of the... See, I would say stinkiest.
I was just going to say, are you a fart, Brandon?
No, I'm a cloud that smells like green bell pepper.
Oh, good.
Now, you may think that's stinky.
It's just
but-
the scent lines off of a green bell pepper.
Exactly. And then going to, because I can go through even mere cracks, quote unquote, go through the cracks in the door frame here and then go into the engine room.
Yeah. You can definitely, you can 100% slip through.
Great. And then I'm going to use a bonus action to come out of gaseous form. And if I have 10 feet of hover, so I'm going to hover down.
Cool.
Great, love it. So yeah, you are now in the engine room. Looking around. I love how you're like, Troy, stay here, and then you just go in there by yourself.
That's fine.
Yeah, you're now in the engine room. There are lots and lots and lots of blinking lights and knobs and dials and cables and everything, but it all runs to one place. It runs to where the steering wheel would be, and there are these very large hands extending outwards as if to catch someone doing a trust fall.
I'm going to yell through the door.
There's just 2 hands! What the fuck am I doing with 2 hands?
This is the first time Troy's heard of this.
Fall into them?
Yes! Oh, if I die, don't touch my shit!
I definitely will.
And that's all I can do, I think.
It's Troy's turn.
Because I don't want to open the door and let water into the engine room. I can breathe underwater, so that's okay for now.
Mm-hmm.
Is Piney's raft still floating around?
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool. Troy's going to get on it and using his mariner feats,
Oh my god.
Yes.
find a safe place for this vehicle to land.
Where's the safe place?
What does that mean?
Well, I can sail out through where I came in from the beginning of the museum, or maybe just out through the hole to safely dock my boat.
The optimism.
And that's what I'd like to
If
do.
you would like to sail the raft out of the room, fine. But you
Yeah.
cannot be like, all right. And then on a few pieces of wood
Yeah.
tied to each other, you don't hit the submerge button.
I need to stress to the audience listening that I feel like Brandon and I sometimes get a lot of shit for being very chaotic players.
Mm-hmm.
Amanda just said, I'm getting on a raft and I'm going to sail it as a ship to a safe port out of this flooding room.
Yes. So I'm going to follow the flood of the water and the vacuum of space such that we are in and sail out toward the entrance to the exhibit, probably back toward where we were originally supposed to meet for the tour, into like the lobby of the building.
Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah.
For sure. You can do that. Not the other thing. Not the one where you have a periscope all of a
Like a
sudden.
submarine,
and then
yeah.
you just submerge down into the flooding room. No, the other one. Did you just say the crazier thing so that I'd let you do the thing you actually wanted to do? Did I just get game theoried?
No.
I think you did.
I think I just got game theoried.
I think you got game
Yeah, I
theory.
can't-
Brandon,
some ideas.
hey Brandon, I have to talk to Brandon over here.
Uh-huh.
Brandon, did I just get game theoried by my wife?
Eric, you got game theory so fucking hard by your wife.
Brandon, I have a contract with the state with this woman, and I just got game theoried.
Damn. Got him.
So yeah, Troy's gonna ride it all the way out to where he can safely dock on dry land, which, Eric, you tell me how close that is to the entrance to Lake Encounter, but he's gonna try to leave and get out to the Seaweed.
Sure. All right, that's totally fine. So yeah, you can, I think I'll let you, with your mariner feet, ride the raft to the front of the room, which again is now kind of just over your head and is starting to continue to flood, so you can get out of the room if you'd like.
Yeah, and then use whatever remaining action I have to dash back on deck of the Seaweed.
Well, the Seaweed was a little farther away, but you can get out onto the ship for sure.
Yeah, well, I have 30 speed, so if I dash, it's 60 to move as close as I can to the ship, and I'll just start yelling, Gloria, Harold, Sail, we're gonna need your help. Umbi's in the engine room of the boat. We're trying to take the parts we need or see if we can sail it. But right now, Cammy is like possessing this big spiky thing. It's like a bad Harold and Sil. And so that's Cammy right now. Piney's trying to kill us.
Last time on Join the Party.
I like the idea of you running. You're like just, so this is the ship is really, really large. So you're kind of like a few loading zones away from getting onto the ship. So you have enough with your mariner feet, you can ride it out onto the main area of Lake Encounter.
Yep.
But that's like, as you get out from below deck, all of the tourists are just running around screaming. There is an alarm going off because this boat is going down.
Got it.
Yeah, and that's as far as I let you go. And that is when Thoughtful Gesture Barebone grabs you and says, "What did you do down there? Did you touch the salmon?"
Piney came in and threw something on the salmon, and now it's a monster.
I mean, not inaccurate.
Piney ripped a hole in the ship. That work zone, they just ripped it off. My friends are down there. They're going to die.
Good. And then-
Oh!
Not so thoughtful, is he?
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween!
Can I try to punch him in the mouth?
yeah, I want to do a strength contest as Thoughtful
Great.
Gesture Barebone is going to try to grapple you.
Let's do it.
Hey, the person who runs a religious exhibition outside of a theme park doesn't have a lot of strength, but
Makes sense.
he is going to try.
He's got strength in the Lord.
Okay, I have 15.
I got an 11 plus 1.
Oh no!
All right, Troy,
You have a +1 to strength?
I do.
I thought you were strong!
so does Thoughtful. And that's when Thoughtful is going to oh man, just some high school wrestling ass move.
Yeah.
To like get your arm behind your back and you down to the ground.
Ow! Oh! Ow! That's really mean. You're like a grandpa.
You're poking me! You're poking me!
You came all You come to the lake encounter, you're trying to kill the salmon, you're kind of going to destroy everything that we built. That's what Piney said. That's why you're a criminal. That's why you're on the wanted poster. That's why. That's why I'm going to take you down. And if you touch my daughter, I'm going to drown you just like the ship is going down.
Who's your kid, man? Piney came in and made that salmon into a monster. This exhibit's fake, by the way. Fake, by the way.
That's what someone who doesn't believe would say. That's why they're gonna come back as a sea slug, and I'm gonna come back as a blackberry dragon.
Weird pull.
Oh yeah, I know one of them. They'd hate you.
All right, that's dealing with Troy. It is now going around to the web salmon. It's Cammy's turn.
I would like to electrocute.
All right, you just want to keep going?
Yeah.
Let's keep going.
Kill that tree.
Sometimes the best thing you could do
that
is
tree.
kill a
Kill
tree.
that tree.
15.
15. Oh boy, Piney's having a bad time, folks. An absolute bad time. Cammy, is there anything else you want to do down there? I'll let you because you're just kind of holding the grapple. If you want to do any checks, you can just do it.
I guess I'll like look at the ship. Can I like maybe shove Piney's body like in the hole so it slows down the flooding a little faster?
Yeah, you can have movement. You can go in the hole.
Oh, can I like spread out and go in the hole and use my body?
Ding,
Okay,
ding, ding.
cool.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
See, Brandon, that's why it's 5 feet large.
Yeah, no, I knew.
To
I
be
knew.
Julia
Yeah.
sized.
It's Julia sized. If you just take a bunch of Julias and then nail them into the hole, then you can cover the hole.
With some sovereign glue.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Ding, ding, ding. Yeah, you can put the webbed salmon body into the hole to stop the flooding.
While still holding Piney. I want to hold Piney is in the water, not
Yeah, you
facing
flip.
the-
You flip
yeah.
Piney around. Yeah,
Cool,
no,
cool,
it's
cool.
cool. It's epic. I am envisioning it. It's terrible for Piney.
Excellent.
Now, for the vast majority of the world, that's 2.5 square meters of Piney.
There you go. Thank you, Amanda.
Lovely. All right, it is now Piney's turn.
What does Piney
What
want
the
to
fuck
do?
does Piney do?
What does Piney do?
Eric, you have to have so many people's motivations in your head at the same time.
I do.
It's pretty crazy.
I got to do. I have to do banishment one more time. Like Piney,
going.
I have 3 spell slots, and the thing about banishment is, even if you do it at a higher level, you can only put in one more creature. Like it doesn't make it easier for me.
Correct.
But I gotta see. Do I have anything that would make this easier for me?
Hope and a dream and a wish.
Love?
Love. Friendship.
No, because all of Piney. Here's the thing I'm saying. All of Piney's shit is defensive, right? I have like mage armor on. I have counterspell. I have shielding. That's globe of invulnerability. Protects you from all this. But like possessing the web creature that they use to to mess with all of you, the damage dealer, while Piney sits there and taunts all of you. They're not prepared for getting out of this other than banishment. So it's like, I don't have anything else to do. This is their failsafe is banishment.
That's what happens when you're a nerd to get your magic and didn't go through some trauma.
Oh yeah, the trauma route.
Everyone knows.
Everyone knows.
That's how I got my magic.
Mm-hmm, me too.
Piney using all of their arcane force from the tips of each one of their pine needles, pushing against you through this hole to a demi-plane of nothingness, this window shoved as far open as possible, cracking the, arcane molding that they've made for it. They are trying to shove their nemesis, which you didn't even know you were their nemesis,
I didn't even think about them.
through this window. The only thing they have left, the DC is once again 17. I need that Constitution saving throw.
17 plus 8.
That's a large number, Eric.
All right.
All right.
Piney's going down.
Yes. Drowned. Fall into the murky depth of water.
It is now Umbi's turn.
Well, Eric, you know what I'm just going to do, right?
What are you going to do?
Just going to put his little butt right in those little hands.
Proud of him.
Fall back into it.
Butt first.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's just going back first, but, maybe, I don't know where the hands
His
are
butt's
positioned.
very high.
Yeah.
It's very high on his
Yeah.
body.
The hands, the big hands attached to everything in the engine room, catches you, and nothing happens.
Oh. He turns around and gives them a double high five.
Nothing happens.
Shit.
Well,
Can I do a maybe like, I don't know, investigation check or perception check or whatever to see, or maybe even Arcana?
Yeah, tell me what you want to do.
I mean, I would love to do Arcana, but you tell me if that's possible to do.
You know, all of these skill checks are going to give you different types of information. So you know that this has something to do with Cammy has seen these things before. Tell me what you want to do.
So you got religion, you got.
I would do Arcana for like the tech aspect
Yeah.
of like how this works.
Same.
Yeah.
Because there's microphones and cameras and wires.
Yeah, I think the first thing I'll try is, an Arcana check to check out the magical technology of this and see if I can figure out how it works or what it does.
Hell
You
yeah.
got time.
I'm looking away, Julie, because Eric's typing.
Yeah, no worries.
Say more about that.
Hey, what's up? What's going on?
Oh, and then I have to do the. Yeah, not at this moment, but
Well, I mean,
I already agreed to it. Yeah.
yes, exactly. So
Okay. Is this worth it in this moment? Yeah, I think it might be worth it.
Hey, Brandon, what the fuck?
I like it better when I'm in on the secret than when I'm not.
I mean, I think that's true for everyone in the
really,
universe.
Julie, because I think that's something really brave and unique of me.
Why would you say something so controversial yet so brave?
So Umbi's gonna reach into his jacket pocket, his breast pocket, pull out a tiny, probably like 2 by 3 inch paper packet, open it up, take out a seed, put it in his cupped hand on the left. From his back pocket, pull out a little vial of water and put a drop of water on the seed.
Are you creating life right now?
Umbi, what the fuck?
the seed, once you put the water on it, like watching a time lapse, the seed germinates and then buds and then blooms into this vine that kind of like swirls around your head and blooms a lotus flower.
Ooh.
And the lotus flower gives you a little kiss on the forehead. And then it swirls around again and goes to your ear like it's whispering you a secret.
Are you communing with the planner right now, bro?
I think the waterer.
And I'm going to send you what you have to do, Brandon.
Did you get like one free Eric clue? Is that what this is?
Make sure you speak up, because I'm kind of deaf in that ear. From all the bombs.
Yeah.
And the old.
It's not inaccurate.
When you do the trust fall, clear your mind and concentrate on where you want to go. The ship will just go.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I hate secrets when I'm not in them.
So, Umbi cleans out the wax from his ear, listens
Gross.
intently to this lotus flower, and is like,
Yeah. Oh. Okay. Makes sense, I guess. Okay.
and does this vine like wither or go back into the seed or something? Or what does it happen?
I like the idea that it just retracts back into the seed, and then the seed it retracts back into the seed like the reverse of the time lapse, and then the seed just crumbles.
Cool.
How many of those did you have, Brandon? Just one?
You can hold on to the seed packet if you want.
Yeah, he puts the seed packet back, blows the dust into the air, goes back over to the hands, turns around, butt first, closes his eyes, like when you go on a water slide, crosses his arms, and concentrates on, let's see, what is the word I should use here, Eric?
Oh, yeah, you could just say that. That's cool. I didn't even think of that.
Oh, okay. I don't know what you were thinking then.
No, I didn't know. I didn't even know what you wanted. That's great.
I mean, I guess that sort of supersedes the whole mission, though. Is that okay?
That's fine.
Okay. Umbi concentrates and thinks about a beautiful little pond next to a big waterfall. And in that pond, surrounded by delicate foliage and beautiful insect creatures, is the actual salmon.
Yo, what?
And then he falls backwards.
Somewhere below, we kind of like go through the hands and follow all of the dials and wires. We go down to the engine of Lake Encounter. And the funny thing about Lake Encounter is that was always the name of this aircraft carrier. Because you only make the lake encounter if you're using this trustfall navigation system, which is attached to a divinely tuned engine and rudder that knows exactly where you want to go. And as soon as Umbi makes his trust fall, it whirs to life and starts to go. And although it takes a little while, because this is a big, big ship, it slowly, then faster and faster, it's going towards the salmon.
I'll sing you a song that all green folk know.
Until the